Now imagine if you were a hiring manager and you had your selection down to two people. The position you're hiring for is one that will require the employee to deal with high dollar clients in America. So English is obviously important. Now, all other factors are equal. All credentials are the same. The only discernible difference is that one speaks with a thick, difficult to understand accent, and the other sounds native. I think the answer is obvious. Now, as unfair as it may sound to present it that way, it's a reality. Accents matter. It's much easier to connect with somebody, for the most part, that sounds like you. We address myths that stunt people's growth and limit their capacity to grow. The first one is that pronunciation only happens automatically over time. Yes, that is one way. If you live abroad, for years or maybe decades, sure, your accent you'll kind of naturally get a good solid accent. Now, but do you have that much time? I mean, do you have that much money? The thing is that that's not the only way to do it, and it's a myth. If you buy into this, then before you even start this program, you're going to have already set a limit on how good you can get. Now, the next is that once you start learning English and you learn it the wrong way, you mix up sounds or you don't say them properly, but you learn them that way, then you can't go back and fix it. That is so wrong. Nothing could be further from the truth, because no matter how old you are, no matter how poor your technique is now, your tongue is still a muscle. That doesn't change the fact that it's a muscle. Yeah, you have to go through and you gotta pinpoint the problem areas and you gotta work out the knots. And it's going to take work, but you can do it. Another is if you don't start learning at a very young age, then you can't truly sound native. Now, of course, it's better if you start at age 4 or 5, but if you don't, that just means that you're getting a later start. And the principles are still the same. Your tongue is still a muscle. There's still certain target areas that once you fix them, you will sound native. Now, once you start to address these fallacies and these myths logically, and you start to realize that that's all they are, is just tales. Once you clear the fog that these create, you'll be able to learn and accelerate your learning as faster than you ever thought possible.